The proposal that broke our friendship. A Reddit story you need to hear. Picture this. You've spent an entire decade building a friendship with someone, not just any friendship, but one that feels like a sisterhood, where you've laughed, cried, and made countless memories. Now imagine the moment you realize that the one person you thought you could count on forever might be slipping away, all because of a relationship that's slowly pushing you out. And just when you think you've gotten a grip on things, the unexpected happens. The one thing you didn't see coming happens. This is exactly what happened to a 22-year-old woman whose story will leave you questioning the strength of friendships when love enters the picture. For years, she was inseparable from her best friend, a friendship that seemed unbreakable. But as her best friend got into a relationship, something changed. Slowly, the bond that once felt unshakable began to fray, leaving our storyteller feeling like a ghost in her own life. The stage was set for a major shift in their lives when the lease ended in November. Her best friend and her boyfriend moved in together, and she, left with no choice, found a new place to live with another friend. But just as she thought things might settle down, she was hit with a bombshell. While hanging out with her best friend's boyfriend one day, chatting casually about life as friends do, he revealed something that would change everything. He was planning on proposing to her best friend. That's right, the proposal was coming, and it was coming soon. The twist? She was the last to know. And to make things even more intense, he told her the news on the very same date as the engagement party. Assuming, of course, that her best friend would say yes. As the words sank in, our storyteller's stomach did somersaults. The excitement, the joy, the anticipation that was supposed to fill her with happiness was replaced by a gut-wrenching sense of dread. The happiness that should have been hers for her best friend's big moment suddenly felt hollow. You see, as much as she knew she was supposed to feel joy for her best friend, all she could feel was the looming sense that once that engagement ring went on her friend's finger, their friendship would be gone forever. And just like that, her world seemed to shift into chaos. But wait, this Reddit story gets more interesting. It wasn't just the news of the proposal that hit her hard. It was the years of change that had led to this moment. The gradual shift in their friendship, where she no longer felt like an important part of her best friend's life. The feeling of being pushed to the sidelines as the couple's relationship deepened. It wasn't that her best friend and her boyfriend were bad people. Far from it. They were a normal couple, neither abusive nor toxic, but the reality was undeniable. Ever since they had gotten together, she felt like a third wheel in her own life, a stranger in the home that they had once shared, and now, with the proposal looming and the engagement party on the horizon, our storyteller was caught in an emotional whirlpool. Should she support her best friend's big moment, even if it means facing the pain of losing her? Should she attend the party and pretend that everything was okay when inside her heart was breaking? Or should she step back, avoid the party, and protect herself from the inevitable fallout? The questions raced through her mind as she grappled with the weight of the decision. She wasn't sure how she could explain to her best friend why she couldn't be there for such an important moment. How could she tell her that she felt like a stranger in her own friendship, that the relationship she had worked so hard to maintain was slipping away, piece by piece, and that a wedding was the final nail in the coffin? And then, the biggest question of all, would not going to the engagement party make her the bad guy? Was she in the wrong for putting her own emotional well-being first, or was she justified in staying away to avoid the painful reality of losing the one person she had always considered family? The pressure was unbearable. But through the swirl of uncertainty and hurt, one thing became clear. She had to make a decision that would change everything, but one that she couldn't avoid any longer. As the engagement party drew near, our storyteller found herself facing a terrifying truth. Love had entered her best friend's life, and it had changed everything. It had taken her place in a way that felt too permanent, too real to reverse. The relationship wasn't just a couple of dates, it was the future, and in the process, it was leaving her behind. And so, as the day of the engagement party arrived, she found herself at a crossroads. Would she go, putting on a brave face, or would she protect herself from the heartache that she knew would follow? It wasn't just about attending a party. It was about coming to terms with a painful reality. So there you have it. What did you guys think of this Reddit story? Let me know down below. Thanks for watching and take care.